The information I'm going to give both of you is pretty similar, so I figured we would save time by calling you both at once. So if I could please have you each announce your name and date of birth, and I'll start with Ms. Parker, please.
Tangela and Eric Parker, date 4/21/71.
Thank you. And Mr. Parker?
Eric Parker, 9 September 6th, 1959.
Okay. So the two of you are here for a warrant out of North Carolina. Did you get an opportunity to read the card?
Okay.
Did they give you? Oh, yeah, you got to give them the cards. Yeah.
Oh, this card.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Did you guys get to read those?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you understand?
She did, but you don't have her glasses.
They didn't get my glasses when they arrested me, so I don't have my glasses. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, that's, well, since you weren't able to read it, part of what, I have to do is confirm that you've read it, and that's just because it involves rights that you have for extradition and whether or not you want to waive those rights. So at this time, I don't feel comfortable, and by law, I can't have you waive your rights if you haven't been able to read the form. So what I will do, well, yeah, would you be able, can you see with those?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Okay. So I'll just give you a moment to look at that. And while she's reviewing that, can I get purpose of house call for Sean Mowry, please?
He's a danger to self.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Did you have time to read the card?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And were you able to understand it?
Not fully.
Okay. So let me explain kind of the choices that you guys have that you can make tonight, or you can make it at a hearing that I can set for you. So I'll kind of talk about kind of what the options are at this point for extradition. So North Carolina has confirmed that they have valid warrants for both of you and that they are willing to extradite. Now, everyone is entitled to an extradition hearing. So where you say, you know, I'm going to challenge the extradition, and then you can demand that the governors of both Arizona and North Carolina sign a warrant to have you extradited back. Typically, that takes about 60 to 90 days. And I'll so just think about that. And then the other option is you can waive your extradition rights. So you can say, North Carolina, you can take us back. We're not contesting the extradition. What would happen at that point is you would be held without bond. And then starting tomorrow, as long as you don't have any other cases in Arizona, which I didn't see that you do, then North Carolina has 30 days to come get you and bring you back to their state. If they don't come get you within the 30 days, you would be released, but that warrant would remain active, okay? So if you decide that you do want the hearing, you do want to challenge the extradition, you would be eligible for bond. And so for Ms. Parker, bond would be set in the amount of $2 million cash only. And then for Mr. Parker, it would be $1 million cash only. So that's the bond that you would have to post while you're waiting for the governors to sign that warrant. So that would be available for you to post if you could do that or wanted to do that. Does this make sense? Okay. Let's see. Ms. Parker, do you know if you'd like to make a choice tonight as to how you'd like to go forward? Oh, don't talk with each other.
Okay. So, what you're saying is they would come get us in 30 days if I wanted to be extradited back to the state.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you consented to the extradition, you would waive your rights to a hearing. The governors wouldn't have to sign that warrant with both of them on there. You'd be waiving that right. And then North Carolina would have 30 days starting tomorrow to come get you and bring you back.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to be extradited back to North Carolina.
Okay. Mr. Parker, do you know what you would like to do?
The same.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and read, because you're waiving rights, I need to make a record and it has to be thorough. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and just look at my notes and give you the questions exactly so that everything is accurate. Okay. So I'll start with you, Ms. Parker. Did you read the waiver of extradition paperwork?
Yes.
Do you understand that you do not have to sign the paperwork?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to an extradition hearing?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense?
Yes.
And that's just because it's civil in nature. It's not a criminal proceeding technically. So that's why, unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to appoint you one. Do you understand that you have the right to demand that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both Arizona and North Carolina before you are returned?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to bail?
Yes.
Do you want to give up those rights and sign the extradition waiver paperwork?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign the paperwork?
No.
Now with this next question, your answer will not get you into any kind of trouble. So I just say that before I ask it. Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication within the last 24 hours?
No.
Okay. I find that you knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily are signing the waiver. I will also sign it. So let me go ahead and do that. Oops. Okay. All right. So I have now signed it. I am directing the sheriff's office to notify North Carolina that you are ready to return. North Carolina will then have 30 days from tomorrow to pick you up unless there are local charges pending. So if there is anything pending that for whatever reason isn't showing up here, if it's a misdemeanor or municipal, the 30 days doesn't start until everything in Arizona is resolved. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and step over there and she's going to have you sign the paperwork, okay? Okay, and Mr. Parker, I'm going to ask you the same questions, okay? Did you read the waiver of extradition paperwork?
Yeah.
You're going to sign twice and we'll let you know when.
Do you understand that you do not have to sign the paperwork?
Yeah.
Do you understand that you have the right to an extradition hearing?
Yeah.
Do you understand that you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense?
Yeah.
Do you understand you have the right to demand that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both North Carolina and Arizona before you are returned?
Yeah.
Do you understand that you have the right to bail?
Yeah.
Would you like to give up those rights and sign the extradition waiver paperwork?
Okay, go ahead.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign the paperwork?
No.
Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication within the last 24 hours? Oh, pardon?
No.
Okay. I find that you knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily are signing the waiver, and then let me go ahead and sign it for you.
And then close it, and the other one will pop up.
Yeah.
So you just. And then you want to show her this one.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. All right, so I have also I have signed the paperwork. They're going to have you sign it in just a moment.
Your copies.
I'm directing the sheriff's office to notify North Carolina that you're ready to return. North Carolina will have 30 days from tomorrow to pick you up unless there are local charges pending in Arizona. If there are any local charges, the 30 days does not start until the conclusion of any case in Arizona. Do you have any questions? Okay, please step over there and they're going to have you sign the paperwork, okay?